How's it going? Here's my video for the 14th. My videos have been sideways the last 3 days, so I'm deliberately having my phone faced towards the left. Phone is faced towards the left. The left. Okay? So if it looks sideways, what I need to do tomorrow is have it so that the phone is faced towards the right. I don't remember which way I had been having the face for the last 3 days, so I'll just watch the video and that will be my tutorial on how to do the phone tomorrow. So anyways, it's about 6:40 in the morning. Yeah. Working, ran out of weed. I got a bottle of Jägermeister. It was like $9. Because that's kind of like what I do sometimes when I run out of weed. I mean, and so now I'm thinking maybe I should sober up because, like, you know, I got top shelf weed like 3 days ago. It was like $60. So I'm spending like $20 of weed a day. Not even getting high, smoking all day long, not even getting high. And it's the top shelf. There comes a point when you're taking these natural drugs that they stop being drugs and you gain such a tolerance to it that you're just smoking it to get a little bit relaxed, and I can't afford that, and also my lungs, so I should take like a week or two off just to get my tolerance down again so that I could go and get popcorn weed and it'll last me. So I'm gonna try to go a few days without the weed. But it's a good way for me to kind of like take a break from the work. But when I smoke weed, I do kind of tend to sometimes get carried away with my breaks, and they take too long, and I sit there smoking weed for like 20 minutes straight, you know. So, yeah. What do you want, bird? My bird wants something. I don't know what he wants. Probably doesn't want anything. What's a cockatiel? So, do you want to learn a song? Do you want to learn a song? Try this. Do that one. Go, do it again. No. It's like this. He can't do the song. Anyways, he wants to do the anyway, goes like this. Anyway, so yeah, I got up like yesterday, and it was kind of spotty. I think maybe I got up at like 9, and I tried to work because I was working until like 4 in the morning. So then I got up at like 10, and I was like, oh, all right, 5 or 6 hours, whatever. So then I start working, but then I was having trouble staying awake. I couldn't keep my eyes open. That's the other thing about this weed. Whenever I get top shelf weed, I can't keep my eyes awake. It fucks my lungs even more, and it makes it so that this is sativa, and I was like, so I was having a break, and I even laid on my back, and I'm laying down like, Jesus Christ, like, when am I going to be able to keep my eyes open? And my mom was banging on the door again. I guess she was calling me, and my phone wasn't ringing, and she showed me. This is 2 days in a row. She calls me a bunch of times and shows me. I'm looking at my phone, and there's no life, no sign that there's ever a call. And I hear her go right to the voicemail, you know. I make sure she's blocked. And I'm like, now I'm hiccuping. Hiccuping and yawning don't go well together. Because I had a non-alcoholic beer. Yeah, I did have a Jägermeister. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh my God, lost my goddamn train of thought. Yeah, so I was sleeping, and she comes in, and so we're going to go to Verizon, but when we go to the Verizon to see what the hell's going on, we're like, let's try it one more time. and all of a sudden it works. So it's like, all right, dude. Yeah, it's just possessed by Satan. My phone. Anyway, yeah, I ordered cockatiel food the other day, but Amazon said that it's in a mailroom. I'm like, there is no mailroom. I looked at my PO box, it just disappeared. That happens a lot now with Amazon. Happened with my package was stolen a couple weeks ago, but I think I know who did it. This homeless lady was living in my hallway for a couple weeks ago, and took a dump right outside the door of my apartment on the landing on the second floor. Total freaking barbarian. Like 70 years old. But then my Drano didn't come, but I got a refund for that. Anyway, and I need to go buy more. I'll buy more at the supermarket because my shower. Anyway, oh, but I bought a bunch more stuff. I'm like spending money that I don't have. I got cockatiel food. I got my mom actually fronted $60 because she wanted to redo the dirt, the sand, so that she bought Terraform dirt, and then I got 4 bags of sand today because it was only $5.88 per box. So I guess we'll do it whenever she wants. She says it smells in here. I don't know if it smells or not because my nose follicles are just blown to hell. Because I have ferret shit all over my shag rug and probably ferret piss everywhere. Like when I walk in my room, it's like, it smells like just rotten something. I don't know. It smells my room too. It smells so bad. But you know, you get used to it. And at least I'm not having asthma problems. I have 2 air purifiers going all the time at full blast. Actually, I should turn that one off. I should have turned it off before I did the video because you can hear it. And then I have another one in the living room, which I'm going to turn back on. That'll help. And I have to keep it good for the roommate. But yeah, I got 6 more, 12 more. I'm waiting on 6 more pots for the wall. Anyway, okay, so yeah, I was working. And then I finally got working, and I finally finished my menu page for the CIA World Factbook, and it's on the education page. And then you can link it to CIA Factbook, but I forgot to do the ratios, so I have to paste the ratios over because I can't just do the whole thing because the links work differently. So that's one boo-boo I made, but it's for like 264 of them I do, but whatever. That'll go by pretty quickly. Yeah, so I finally finished the menu, because there's like 5 different links, 5 different links for each thing. You know, there's click on the image that compares the country to America. That takes you to the Flickr page in case you want to see it with more detail. And I have it at enough detail that you can see it anyway, and the icon, because it's a 36 pixel across, even though when you see it it's 20. And then there's the link on the other image to the CIA page. Well, after that, there's the text link to the page of the country, but then there's a link to the CIA page. And then the other image takes you to the PopGraph page on Flickr. So that's 4 links. I thought there were 5. Yeah, so 4 links. So for 264, so 4 times 264, more than 1,000. Anyway. Finally finished that, and then yeah, and I screwed up how for some reason the first of the link to the other page, I had it so that it opens in a new window, and you're not supposed to do that, or I'm not supposed to do that on my website. If a page opens to another page on the actual website, it has to open in the same window. Only if it goes out of the website is it open to another window. So, but I think you can actually manage that with your Mac. You can choose, but anyway. So I needed to do that too, just little touch-ups. And then some others that I didn't finish, because there's some that didn't make it for here. So I have to go rebuild those, but I don't know if I'll do that. I'm not going to do that tomorrow because I finished the day finishing the America page, and or getting it ready for tomorrow, because I was removing all the extraneous little fonts that I had on there because I pasted the words on top of the font to make it the font. So I had to remove the little letter that was there, and removing those, and yeah. So tomorrow I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a day that requires artistic thought. You know, it's good to have those days when you've had too many of the brain candy ones. So I'm gonna tomorrow for the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. I'm just going to look at this one page and the America page and just make sure that it has the right fonts. You know, I can change fonts for batch edit on another page, and that it is polished. And maybe on Sunday I could then create all the other pages as duplicates of this America page. And yeah, and then maybe on Monday or whatever for another week, just fill in the blanks on all those other pages. I'm super curious to see how it works, how quickly I can fill them up. So I'll paste it on another page and then I'll gut it. So I'll just take all the extra stuff that's particular to America so that it's easiest to replace with the other ones. Yeah, and see how long it takes, you know, because there's only a handful of countries that are going to have as much detail or close to as much detail as America. But the vast majority of countries, you know, I'll probably zoom through pretty quick because they're like third world countries that don't have any statistics about anything or nearly as many. So, because America's just, I don't know how many words it is. I'll do a word count, but it's a lot. I did a batch edit to get all the thes taken away because I'm trying to condense it. And I also take I turn ands into the and symbol because you ditch 2 more letters that way, digits. But, and I think it did it, but then I saw a bunch of thes. So I tried to do it, and it didn't work. When the computer can't do a batch edit, that means that it needs to do a recache. But I did a recache today. So it's like my computer has to rebuild the cache on Dreamweaver like every day, which takes like an hour. So, or sometimes, actually that's not true. Sometimes restarting the program does it, because that's what happened yesterday. It wasn't able to do a batch edit, so I restarted the program and then it could, because, you know, the computer gets tired. Computers get tired like people do. Like I don't get tired like a computer does. Like I'm more reliable than a computer is. Like in terms of my functioning and stuff, like my computer will start crashing before I will, you know. So anyway, so that's 13 minutes. I think that's enough. It's like 6:50 in the morning, so I'm gonna lie down just for a little bit. Close my eyes and lie down for maybe a couple of minutes, a minute or two, like that. Maybe get on my belly and lay down. And then if I don't immediately fall asleep, I'm going to just start working again on this page where I just go through and, yeah, I was thinking about making all the numbers to the proper font 2. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be worth it for the other ones. It's kind of time consuming because the whole thing's full of fonts. But yeah, just as much detail with America as I can so that it's prepared for the other ones. Because I don't want to make the same mistake I made yesterday because now I have to replace all the ratios, population density. So anyways, enough babbling. Yeah, I didn't really listen to much today. My brain, it switched off. So just bouncing around, listening to different things on YouTube. Yeah, and I can't even remember really. And a lot of silence too. So I guess maybe because I was trying to stay focused on this, I had really good focus for a long time. Because it took me forever to finally get started. I didn't get started until like 7, 8. I get 8 in the afternoon because I was doing so much for my mom. Anyways, enough talking. Talk to you tomorrow.